Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season, the 2019 mod with the 2021 car set, and we are here at Atlanta BR. So a bit of a modded track, but not really different as far as the visuals are concerned. Just a little bit more grip on the high side, but as you can see, we've got some work to do in our Critical Role Camaro. But Brandon is on the pole in that number 27 Mountain Dew Toyota. And in the high lane, we may be okay to roll a little bit. We've got Alex Bowman there to our inside behind Martin Truex Jr. looking for that green flag to start this 33-lap event. And green flag is out. Here we go. Hammered down in a really long third gear. Not up to acceleration as the rest of these guys. Hopefully our top end doesn't suffer so much. Brandon's already lost 4 to 5 spots. Kevin Harvick to the point. William Byron in second, Kyle Busch up into third. Brandon moving a bit behind Joey Logano, and it looks like the AI cars had a little bit taller or a little bit shorter gear off that start. Looking to get back to the bottom, we've got Christopher Bell down there as well as Cole Custer. So we've got a hole here. We don't want to give up all of our momentum though. But Harvick's starting to step out, and wow, Tyler Reddick goes to the inside of Bubba, and Ryan Newman checks up just a bit, causing us to roll out of the gas and losing our momentum there. Not bad on that high lane though. Yeah, here we go, down to the bottom behind Michael McDowell, and we can start moving forward a bit, especially with these guys running side by side. The leaders who are clear of traffic are able to run some fast laps, but already it looks like 3 wide up there with Eric Almirola there on the bottom of Denny Hamlin. And that Joe Gibbs Toyota behind us is really close, Christopher Bell. Let's see if we can get the run on the inside of McDowell. 3 wide just for a bit, and then rolling back 2 wide. If we can hook that bottom and not abuse these tires so much, we should get the launch off, and there we go. Clear on the bottom, and let's keep this rolling. Now, pit stops will be a thing. We're looking to pit at around lap 16. Split this race in half, and 4 tires are definitely going to be the call. This track is pretty abrasive on tire wear at 3X, so we're going to need all the tires that we can get. So down the inside of Newman, we'll clear him, and now we're finally starting to make some ground up. As far as handling goes, the car is handling fairly decently. We're able to really make some ground up on these guys, especially with them sort of bobbing and weaving. Yeah, there goes Buescher cutting our nose off. Kind of expected that. Rolled out just a little bit. Still cleared Custer off the corner. There we go. And everyone single file except the leaders. Kyle Busch going for the lead up front from Kevin Harvick. Everyone else being single file will help us tremendously. If we can get a gap and make the pass slide back up into line, that would be ideal, almost like a plate track. Kyle couldn't get the pass done. Wow, Truex really slowed up on corner entry. I think we can make the most of it though, take the outside, get that pull off of Keselowski down the straightaway. And indeed making up a lot of time. Truex rolls out. Sort of missed our entry. We'll have to roll the high groove. We should be set for getting that pull, especially with guys like, it looks like DiBenedetto and Blaney up there. It's tough to tell those Menards cars apart. But good arc through the middle of the corner. We've got a ton of speed that we picked up there. Keselowski goes to the inside, look to the inside of Austin Dillon. We'll fill up that spot, and we'll let Austin come back down in front, as he was going to chop our nose off if we didn't. And we'll be under the one of Kurt Busch as well. Should complete that pass by turn 1. So making good progress. So is Brandon on the high line outside of Kyle Busch up there in third. The AI cars are looking sporty today, that is for sure. We've got a few gaps in the line in front of us. That will help us maintain speed as best we can as pit stops close in. A little free off once we got back to the gas. That rear end started to pivot just a skosh, but it was manageable. Nice and fast going into turn 1. We should get under Austin and complete that pass just fine. A little bit of a slider. as we get to the high lane and carry that momentum behind Bowman. Looks like Chase Elliott making a move in front of us as well. Brandon's still fighting on that high line outside of Kyle Busch. They've been side by side for the last couple of laps. So we're in the realm where we are faster than the cars around us, but Brandon looks like he is about maintaining the same speed, but going to the lead under Harvick. Harvick chops the nose a bit. Harvick needing a good run today. Besides myself and Brandon Logano, the only AI winner, and it looks like Kevin Harvick is making a run, but Brandon completed that pass. Looked like he shuffled Harvick out of the groove, and Kyle Busch filled that spot very quickly. And making small gains on the 47. And there's the 37 right in front of us. The JTG cars doing well. And if we can get that pivot right in front of us, yeah, really got that pull off the 47, we'll be able to get to the inside of turn 3, maybe be able to slide up. Is there room? All right, Priest comes down. And we're able to carry all that speed out to the wall. And it looks like Kyle Busch fighting back for the lead to the inside of Brandon. So Kyle and Kevin looking very fast today as well. We just need some time to get up there. Perhaps pit stops will allow us to make up some time. It depends on what the AI do. Do they take 2? Do they take 4? We won't know their strategy, but I think the fuel window is narrow enough that everyone has to come down at about the halfway mark. So, taking 2 full cans of fuel would be crazy to take right sides, wouldn't it? I guess we will see. Almost forced Larson up a bit, surrounded by the Hendrick Chevys. Let's see if William tries to make a pass on that 21. William stays in line, and we've got a gap in front of DiBenedetto up to Elliott. So I think that's where we're going to make up a lot of time if we can complete the pass on these guys. Very narrow as far as the time difference is concerned. Let's see if we can pick up the gas a little early. Put a fender to the outside of Byron. There we go. We'll have to carry that speed off the high lane. Byron holds that bottom. Picking up the gas. The car pivots just enough that we don't have to get out of it and settle in behind DiBenedetto. So Brandon pacing the field, but we're inside. Looks like the top 10 now. Pretty good from where we started. Looking back, everyone is single file, no one making the charge. Yeah, if we can get under the 21, we'll be fine into turn 3 here. And now we can run our race. Just getting up to the 9. Run the laps that we need to run with no one in front of us. As far as temps are concerned, we're fine there. I don't think we're going to add any tape. It probably couldn't hurt at this point, but I don't want to add anything to the pit stop. And lap traffic is starting to appear in the middle of 3 and 4, which will work out okay. I think we are going to be able to get down to pit road before we catch the back of the lap traffic. And it looks like Brandon's pace is maintaining over Kyle and Kevin. And this is what we like to see. Almirola to the inside of Logano. If both of those lines can get choked up, Denny Hamlin looks to be taking advantage. Yeah, if we can get those guys choked up in front of us, we'll be able to catch them very quickly. But let's come down to pit road, get our service, clear behind. There's Brandon on pit road, and we made up a ton of time. So Brandon a little conservative on that pit road entry. He will be down there at the pace car in pit stall 1, and our pits are just here to the left. We need things to cycle through, so let's get our 4 tires and fuel, boys. Let's go. There are the rights. Brandon's right sides are going on. His right sides are on. Drop the jack, tear off down, and away. Trying to get traction on that concrete. But it looks like maybe Brandon's crew was a little bit faster on his 4 tire change. But we are much closer to Brandon than we were before the pit stops were done. So overall, it was a net gain for us for sure. Car is very loose on the apron on cold tires. We need to run a couple laps, get these pressures up. Looking in the mirror, we are clear to merge. So overall, a net gain on Brandon. Now it's just a matter of time to see what the AI traffic does. One thing about it, we don't have to worry about anyone blocking us or trying to stop right in front of us, and everyone on pit road that lap, basically. So we're coming out beside Truex and Keselowski. That's where we started the race at. So that's not comforting to see these guys merging in front of us. There is a group of leaders in front of us. That is the Benedetto and Blaney. So I'm thinking the AI took 2 tires. So we're going to be able to chew up the time, I think. There's another group of cars on pit road. We'll be able to pass McDowell and Dillon. Kreese and Hamlin. Logano stuck behind not Allmendinger, friggin' Stenhouse, and we'll have to pass the 5 again. All right, so I think everyone has come down pit road. We've cycled back around, so not trapped by the yellow this time around, but we have some work to do to get back up here on these 4 tires. Pressure's starting to come up. Car is starting to pivot, and right there we have Chase Briscoe in the mix. He was one of the lap cars, I believe. So we'll use that hole that was punched by Bowman down to the inside under Briscoe. And yeah, we're going to have to work hard. It looks like the 77 of McMurray is in front of these guys, as well as the 99 of Suarez. Right, so if they can block the bottom, that would be fine. We'll take everything we can get. So they had to choke up off the corner. Let's use this run to get under the 48. 48 thought about going 3 wide. I think we're still 3 wide. We'll keep it pinned right on the white line. Yeah, McMurray will bring those guys back. So we got a twofer there in that corner. And Brandon is able to gap that lead that he had in front of us. I guess he got through these guys a little bit quicker than us. All right, around the 99. Really loose, trying to get the power down. That lost us a ton of time. Daniel Suarez didn't get out of the way. Even Bowman tries to fight back on the bottom. We'll have momentum. And a ton of time in front of Chase Elliott. And the leaders side by side up there looks like Kyle and Blaney. Side by side for the lead. And if they stay side by side, that will bring them back to us. Benedetto took our line away going into turn 1 and 2. We'll have to clear Bowman so we can get down to the bottom here. Try to make it short of work as we can. Hopefully we can catch Chase in an advantageous position, and they're 3 and 4 wide in front. Those leaders need to stay in line if they don't want Brandon to catch. So 2 by 2 for the lead. The top 4, throw a blanket over them. And I don't think we're going to be able to get up there with those guys unless they're fighting hard. They're losing a ton of time in front of us, but I am also losing a ton of time behind these guys. Let's see if we can get to the outside of Chase and roll that top. If we can get to the outside of Eric Jones. A little bit of contact, get Jones to roll out a bit. Jones rolls out. Chase fighting back on the bottom. Carry that speed as best we can, and the lead pack is a big hornet's nest now. So we've passed Chase. We can finally run our race and try to get some laps down and hope those leaders continue to fight. Yeah, it looks like Brandon is sort of trapped behind is that Almirola and Kyle Busch. So that's going to slow him up just a bit, and laps are running out. A quick caution would certainly be nice right here. We're gaining a ton of time on these guys battling side by side. We can see them through the windshield for a lot longer as we go through the corner. using all of that racetrack, getting all of that speed put down. Brandon bobbing and weaving under attack from Kyle Busch, not rolling out of it. Yeah, gapping the cars behind and trying to get a pull off of Kyle Busch, trying to get everything we can get. Brandon under the 10 of Almirola. So if they continue side by side, that will pull them back to us. Yeah, we're running as hard as we can here, but I mean, Blaney and Harvick are fast. They showed their speed early. Same with Kyle Busch, but he has fallen back. And Chase Elliott seemed to caught us a little bit on that lap as well. It's amazing how well their right side tires, just the two-tire change, is holding up. Their left sides must be screaming right now. I know mine would be, that is for sure. Brandon to the inside of Harvick, it looks like, as laps continue to wind down, and it looks like Anthony Alfredo is out in front of those guys as well. So if Brandon can time the lap traffic correctly, but it looks like he's stuck behind Blaney as the top three go under Alfredo. He takes the high lane. We've gapped Chase Elliott quite a bit, but we haven't got quite the pull on Kyle Busch just yet. If Almirola and Alfredo want to pin Kyle down, that would be ideal. Nope, they're going to get by. So it's going to be all for naught here if we can't get around Alfredo cleanly. And looking at the lead, Brandon looking to that inside of Ryan Blaney. Harvick right there falling behind a bit. So if we can get a pull off of Alfredo, we might be able to get a bit of a slingshot up to Kyle, maybe? Question mark? We'll see. Brandon tries a high lane around Blaney. Now we washed it out just a bit, arrow tight. We'll roll the top as best we can, though. This will set us up great down the back straightaway. Don't have to check up a bit. A little bit of a shallow entry in turn 3, and we have left Chase Elliott behind. So these are the fastest cars in front of us. White flag, 1 to go. Brandon still on the outside of Blaney, trying everything he can. Atlanta is known for good side-by-side finishes. This looks to be another one. Will Ryan Blaney get his first win of the year? Or will Brandon get his fourth? Oh, Harvick looks to the inside. He's trying, forcing him 3 wide. Brandon up top. I think that's going to force Blaney to roll out of it. I can't see what's going on. Side by side to the line, I think Brandon got it and throw a blanket under the top 5. That was crazy. Who ended up getting that win? So Brandon ended up getting that win. Looking at the margin of victory, okay, so Brandon ended up clearing them. So Brandon in first, second, Ryan Blaney, third place, Kevin Harvick, fourth place, Almirola, fifth place, Kyle Busch. We come in sixth, seventh place, Chase Elliott, eighth place, Alex Bowman, ninth place, William Byron. So good top 10 run for Hendrick. And rounding out the top 10 was Matt DiBenedetto. And we have to look at that last lap. That was crazy sauce. So Brandon side by side with Ryan Blaney coming to the white flag, 1 to go. Really sending it on that outside. Where did Kevin Harvick get that speed from? So Brandon not quite clear of Ryan Blaney. And here comes Harvick. So Harvick just got a big run down the straightaway, 3 wide. And going into that turn 3, yeah, it sort of looked like Blaney bobbed and weaved just a little bit. But Brandon had that speed off the corner, just cleared him and got the win. So a very good race for Brandon. That's number 4 for the year. And come down to the wire for sure. So let's take a look at the standings after Atlanta. Brandon with his 4th win of the year. We've got 1. Logano's got 1. Austin Dillon is your cutoff driver. Just 2 behind Newman. And Truex 3 behind Dillon. McDowell 5 away. Rex 6 away. Bell 7 away. And the cutoff race is expanding just a bit. Keselowski 10 points clear. But next week, we go to the dirt track at Bristol. Should be fun, very quick race, but anything can happen. But that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week for the dirt race at Bristol. Take care.